In this video, we'll work on Ruth chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. Okay, to watch. I don't think we'll need this rule. Watch the field that the men are harvesting barley in. Okay, that's fine, but this is better. Where? And here, okay, so here we have a sense of in that we know is a locative sense. So we can use our relative clause rule up here. Let's add this sense of in right here. Add words. When this comes up, this defaults to the concepts that are in the current verse, or the current sentence in this case. If you want the entire ontology, you can click there. But here we want in. So now we have these senses of in, okay, these two senses of in and at in this particular rule. Okay, generated text is identical. Follow. Okay, follow takes a destination noun phrase and also a source noun phrase. So to and from. We'll put the source as oblique 1 with from, and the destination as oblique 2 with 2. Generated text is identical. Touch. A person physically touches someone. Okay, I don't think we'll need this rule. I told the men to touch you. I told the men not to touch you. Okay, if we look here, the verb's polarity is negative. This was inserted by layer 1, row 21. Layer 1, row 21, infinitives. Okay, we need a negative to infinitive, so let's copy this row. Okay. Generated text is identical. Okay, thirsty. I don't think we'll need this rule. Whenever you will become thirsty, go to those containers. Whenever you become thirsty. Okay, whenever a whenever clause is past tense, whenever you went to the store, such and such. But whenever a whenever clause is future tense, we usually don't include the future tense there. Instead of saying whenever you will become thirsty, we just say whenever you become thirsty. So we can correct that issue up here. Target tense aspect mood rules. And we have something similar when an until clause is future tense. Say bare stem infinitive. Let's say add row, and this is a whenever clause, temporal whenever. So when we have a future whenever clause, let's say bare stem infinitive. Okay, generated text is identical. By the way, these rules are executed even before the verse, even before we click the generate button. So even now, here we can see the target tense and form was changed from future to bare stem infinitive by transfer grammar, tense aspect mood rules, row 25. That's the one we just did. So, okay, to drink. Okay, drink takes a source noun phrase. The guest drank wine from the cups. Fill. Okay. The daughters filled the troughs with water for the sheep. So there's an instrument noun phrase and also a beneficiary noun phrase. Generated text is identical. That's the last sentence. Okay, generated text is identical. Let's save it, and we'll go to verse 10. Okay, bow. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar bowed to Daniel. So the patient is an oblique with a preposition to. Okay, generated text is identical. Move. Okay, Lot moved his face to the ground. And Ruth moved her face to the ground, and she put her face to the ground. Okay. We use move. This is for moving a body part, like John moved his foot. But when you move your face to the ground, it does say a little bit better. It does sound a little bit better to use the word put. So let's use a collocation correction rule. Whenever someone moves their face, okay, here Ruth 2:10. By the way, okay, we're in Ruth 2:10. These references don't have anything to do with the rule. These are just so we can find the occurrence that we're currently working with. Let's change move to put. Whenever someone moves their face to the ground, we don't care if it's Ruth, so we'll deselect Ruth. Whenever anyone, so here David put his face to the ground. Whenever anyone moves their face to the ground, we'll use put rather than move. And Ruth put her face to the ground, and she put her face, that's fine. Then Ruth asked Boaz, then she asked Boaz, that's fine. Generated text is identical. That's the last sentence. Generated text is identical. Let's save it, and we're ready for verse 11.